shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yes, hello there. Good morning to you. Good morning, and thank you for being here with us on Join Up Dots. If it's the first time you've been here, then thank you so much. If it's the 12th squillionth time you've been here, then really thank you so much. But how are you getting on? How's life changing for you? Because over the last couple of years, we've had changes thrown at us, haven't we? And we've had COVID. We've had, well, it's all COVID, really, isn't it? It just kind of smacked us in the balls. And if you haven't got balls, it smacked you in the boobies and left us feeling a bit sort of strange. And certainly for me, when it first kicked in, I thought, this is brilliant. This amazing. It made me slow down and assess my business, and then later on I kind of got fed up with it and thought, I just want to go back to a concert, sitting on someone's shoulder and lobbing pints of wee at people. The good things in life. That's what I wanted. But one of the things that has come out of it, which has been good for me, so I'm going to talk about it on today's show, is the significance and the importance of actually starting the day right. Now, I mention this on Join Up Dots quite a lot, as I do. I have a lot of content to fill, so cut me some slack, people. But I used to think it was a load of old rubbish when guests come on the show saying how they would get up at 4 o'clock in the morning and they would do an hour of meditation and then an hour in the gym. And I used to think, I can't be bothered. Just wait until your alarm clock goes off and then get up. But since sort of COVID hit, my routine has definitely changed in the morning, and I feel so much better for it. And so I started wondering why that I do feel better for doing it. I'll tell you what I do. So my alarm clock has been, well, it's probably gone off twice in about 2 years now, because generally I go to bed vaguely at the same time at night and I wake up at the same time. Now in the summer you kind of wake up, I like to sleep with the curtains not drawn. I like to have the windows open to let as much air in as possible, and once you close the curtains it gets a bit stuffy. So when it's in the summer and the sun comes up really early and you hear the tweeting of the birds and stuff, I wake up quite early, and it's one of those things that is great for me to not have the alarm go off, because my body's kind of getting ready to naturally wake up. And we've got one of these alarm clocks that goes beep, 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 beep. And we keep on dreaming. When it does go off, we dream that we're going to be run over by a reversing lorry. It's that sound, and it gets louder and louder and louder until you sort of startle yourself and you wake up. Now, when you can get to the point where you just wake up naturally, that means it's because your circadian rhythm, the natural sleep rhythm, is in alignment with the day. Now, if you don't know what this means, you know that feeling when the alarm goes off and you're deep in sleep and you think, oh my God, I can't get up. And you touch the alarm clock and you think, oh, I don't really want to get up. Oh, I'm going to phone in and say I'm sick. And that is because you're at that deepest part of your sleep habits. And so it's kind of like breaking the cycle in the wrong place. Now, when you get to the point where you're sort of laying there asleep and you start to become aware that you're waking up, your body's saying, come on, David, get ready. And that daily sort of 24-hour cycle, the circadian rhythm, is finished, and I'm ready on to the next bit. Now, most sort of organisms and animals on this planet run in these cycles, okay? And it's a great way of balancing between eating, sleeping, and various other sort of processes that we have to do. Now, that's all right, waking up like that. But what I didn't realise till recently is the circadian rhythm of human willpower is a simple thing. The amount of willpower that we have is the highest right after sleep. So if you have to do something that you don't really want to do on a daily basis, you're much better to do it as soon as you wake up than later. Now, that was a kind of light bulb going off in my head, why all these people get up and they do an hour in the gym beforehand, because I'd always think, oh, do it later on in the evening or at lunchtime, whatever. But by that time, you're losing your willpower and it's draining away. And during the day, willpower is just used naturally and it reaches minimum level in the evening. Therefore, people break the resolutions at the end of the day. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to eat that bag of Doritos. Oh, I'll just eat that bag of Doritos while I'm watching that film, And that's why people eat healthy for the entire day, only to consume loads of chocolate in the evening, and that has broken that cycle. So I now get up in the morning and I do a Wim Hof breathing exercise where I have to listen to a video on YouTube and hold my breath for 1.5 minutes, then 2 minutes, then 2.5 minutes, and then 3 minutes. And I'm up to about 5 minutes now of holding my breath. And it's a way that you start the inner system of your body forming and functioning at its best. Now, I don't really understand what happens, but I tell you, I feel great for the rest of the day. I just feel like my body is kind of functioning. And when stress and anxiety hit, which sometimes you can get when you're feeling overwhelmed, whatever, it doesn't really apply. I can just naturally start breathing naturally, and it all sort of goes away. So that's one of the first things that I would say to all of you out there. If you are, wanting to eat healthy or exercise, make sure that you wake up at the right time and then do it straight away, because your willpower is bigger. And I know you're going to go, oh, it's not, it's all warm and squidgy and I'm being spooned in bed. Just get up and you'll be fine. And also try and do it on a daily basis. Once you sort of get into that system, you think to yourself, I don't want to waste all that effort of the last 7 days. I keep going. Much easier to keep going than stop and start. Okay. So that's the first thing I do. Then I get up and I drink a pint of water, and then I go for a walk, only around the block, not a long, just a power walk to sort of get me going. And then I come back for a shower, deal with the family, and then come up to the office and start doing join up dots. Okay. Now, I set a reward system at the end of the day, and it doesn't have to be right at the end of the day. It can be sort of at 3 o'clock, it can be at 12 o'clock, it can be whatever, so that I know that I work as hard as I possibly can to hit that reward. And I set that reward once again first thing in the morning. I think to myself, what is my goal for today? And I think, okay, I want to record 6 podcast episodes, I want to deal with 2 clients, I want to do this and that, and I want to finish by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And so that is my goal that I set right at the beginning in the morning. Don't leave it till late at night. Don't leave it till just sort of magically occurring. You set that ability to sort of start your day right, okay? And so you've really got to look at your day's start and the importance of going to bed at the same time, waking up at the same time, trying to get your body into a system that it's ready for the start, and it's had enough sleep, it's ready to wake up, and you just will feel naturally positive and perky. And I'm generally a positive person anyway. And then I have moments when I have a dip, and those dips are quite profound for me. That they might not be as profound for other people, but certainly for myself, I just feel like I've got a cloud over my head. And by doing this, I've become easier to bounce out of it and get back on track really quickly. And certainly doing an online business like myself and other things that I do, I have to keep that positivity going. I need to keep that momentum going, and I need to keep those results coming to me. And I think now the best strategy to do that is to form good habits and enclose it in a morning routine. Okay, so what do you want to achieve in life? Do you want to, be fitter? Do you want to be able to do 100 press-ups? Do you want to get to work earlier? Do you want to get to work come home earlier? What is it you want, and then set it in your morning routine. And it doesn't have to be thousands of things, because if you do thousands of things, that's going to fail. Just choose one or two things that you think is going to be important for you to set your day up right, and start every day with the same thing. So as I say, I wake up naturally, I do breathing exercises. Sometimes I go straight into a cold shower, but I've started doing a walk beforehand. Then I come back for a cold shower, and then I deal with the day. And by that time, I've started the day. I've said, look, I've taken control. I've chosen what I'm going to do, and I'm not just allowing life to take control of me. Okay. And it's one of those things that I'm really aware through Join Up Dots and through my own life, that all the things away from business help you build business. If you want online income, if you want success, if you want a lifestyle of your own choosing, then it doesn't just come to you magically. You have to build like the wall, and all these little things that you might not think are connected are actually building resolve, mindset, willpower, and ultimately results. It comes naturally to you, but you have to build up to it. So the morning start, set your day in the right way, go out and choose 2 or 3 things that you're going to do and you think is going to be beneficial for you, and give yourself a reward at the end. Decide what you're going to get at the end of the day, because you've done a good job, and you're a legend. You're a legend in your own time. So thank you to everybody out there for listening, and thank you to John Barton. Yeah, I spoke to John Barton last night from Rogers Cleaning Services in Devon. Oh, what a sexy individual he is. What a sexy individual. Couldn't use Zoom to save his life the first time, but the second time, oh, he was a legend. So John, you've got a brilliant business. You've got a fantastic business. Don't go off and start another one. Just focus in on the one that you've got, and look for more clients in the way that I was telling you. Go easy, go old school. It's all lined up for you, and you've done so much work. Don't let it go by changing direction. I think you're already onto something. You've got holidays in Portugal every 3 seconds. So, John, thank you very much for listening, and thank you for connecting. And for everybody else out there, let's keep on pushing you to get that dream life, whatever life you want, because it's there waiting for you. But it's all these small little dots that need to join up that make it happen. Until next time, I will see you again. Stay sexy. Cheers. See ya. Bye-bye.
David doesn't want you to become a faded version of the brilliant self you were once to become. So he's put together an amazing guide for you called the 8 Pieces of Advice That Every Successful Entrepreneur Practices, including the 2 that changed his life. Head over to joinupdots.com to download this amazing guide for free, and we'll see you tomorrow on Join Up Dots.